antidote to retain some.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Adrian Amos on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Kenny Clark came into the league as one of the youngest players ever to be drafted. He's now one of the unsung leaders of this Packers defense. Went to the Pro Bowl for the first time after the 2019 season.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. It's caught. Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First down, Chicago.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Bears.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. From the gun, it's Trubisky, letting one go deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Quick pass out to Miller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. On third down, a run with Cohen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
It's now 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. This is an easy one, 23-yarder.
3-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Williams to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers off to Geis on the screen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch left. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devin Funchess, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 27, Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down, Chicago.
On first down, Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Kevin King there defensively.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Trubisky to throw again. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a first and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brings up similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. They'll run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Bears 10, Packers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1
through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season, and the Packers have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? Two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
54 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
A 6-yard pickup.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, the 40, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Mason Crosby.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we going for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And right away, he'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2
yards on the pickup.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
He's brought down at the 15.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
1st and goal, Chicago.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
The kick is
and it's up and good.
Makes the score Packers 21, Bears 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st down, Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The one who brought him down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Gets past one man. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He's out of bounds.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Geis. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And his kick is right through.
That's the score. Packers 28. Bears 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now it's Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end Kmet. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
First down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
For Allen Robinson.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy.
Yeah.
In addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
By the wide receiver.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Good. We're on green.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
To Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 31-yard line.
This is Geis. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Geis again.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 24, Rodgers rolling to his right. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Good.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and goal.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Alert, flat, alert, flat, flat, flat. Check. Wall. Line back. Check 3.
On the ground, Geis. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, Geis. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Packers add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
5-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run with Geis. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Let's put that team on the punt. Kill.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Trubisky on first down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 15.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 38. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On first down, this is Geis. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that's a kick. They have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
58, right over there,
Now the all-time leading rusher at Boston College, it's A.J. Dillon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Tackle made at the 20.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Switch! Check! Check!
They run once more with Dillon. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Geis. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 13-year man puts it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Dillon. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
The ball carrier.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma go out 1 foot and say, boy,
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Josh Jackson.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Alert, 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 alert.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Guys, game situation. Let's go. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Trubisky to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And the Bears 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Tonight's final score, Packers.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.